Boom, 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 boom. People, welcome to the stream. Hope you all had a good ass weekend. Your boy is here, the Archangel of Chaos, the gaming messiah, the biblical beast himself. So, we're going to play Scarlet Nexus. But before we play Scarlet Nexus, I did want to have just a brief conversation. A brief conversation. Now, how brief? It's debatable. It's my brain. My brain will go about it as it goes. But we're live early by like almost what 50 minutes early. 40 minutes early. Doesn't matter. Who cares? I'm live. So I've been arguing with people over the weekend about Saints Row. And the reason why is I'm a big believer that you don't let a trailer judge your opinion of a video game or anything in general when it comes to like trailers, because you never know. You know, most first trailers aren't showing you shit. You know, they're just meant to get your teeth wet. They're trying to get you moist and ready for the future. The first thing to understand about Saints Row is understanding that it's a reboot. Now, there's a bunch of R words in gaming. There's reboots, there's remasters, and there's remakes. A remake is taking something that's already established and you just give it a new paint job. You're making it, you're changing up a little bit of details, you're making it a little bit pretty, but you're adding some new content here as well. Think the Resident Evil remakes. They're not entirely full polished of the original game. They take some things out and put things in their own way. A remaster is nothing's being changed in the game other than frame rates, resolution. That's it. It's literally just a paint job. A reboot is you're starting from scratch. You have the same name and the same premise, but everything else is going to change up. Everything's being restarted. So let's say you have Halo. Let's just say hypothetically they decided, you know what, we're gonna go all the way back to Halo 1. We're gonna reboot Halo and just get a different name. You play something different. That's a reboot. You're basically restarting the entirety of what it is, but you're keeping the name. When it comes to Saints Row, the trailer came out. People saw this cinematic trailer. Keyword there, cinematic trailer. So you're not seeing gameplay, and they all like lost their shit. It looks like Fortnite, because that's the common complaint people give video games that have a cartoonish look. Is it looks like Fortnite? It's like, well, first and foremost, here's my thing. When was the last time you played Saints Row? If you're one of the people who have like an issue with Saints Row trailer, when was the last time you played Saints Row? Because if you played Saints Row recently, Saints Row looks cartoony. Like, I feel like people have a mindset right now of this is what Saints Row used to look like in their head. Like, they have a thought process what Saints Row was in their head. And I feel like they're thinking of Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2 had a very serious look to it. It was literally being designed to be a competitor to GTA. So like, Saints Row had that look, that must to it, that was like trying to compete with GTA. Then they changed to being more comedic and more cartoony. I think people mistakenly think that Saints Row 2 is like what that's nostalgia is that. You look at Saints Row 3, like just look at any videos, look at any pictures. Saints Row 3, Saints Row 4, Saints Row Re-elected, Get Out of Hell. Those all look like what you saw in the trailer. That trailer looks like those games, but more refined and made for modern generation of graphics. If you take those games I just mentioned, Saints Row 3, Saints Row 4, Saints Row 4 Re-elected, Get Out of Hell, you take those games, you give it a paint job of modern visuals, it looks just like those trailers. So why are people mad? It's just how gamers are. Gamers are idiots. Gamers are crybabies. Gamers will legit just see something and go, well, I'm upset. I gotta complain about this right now. I don't know what I'm complaining about, but I want to complain because I don't like this. Here's the situation. Nostalgia blinds people, and at the same time, gamers don't like change. I see this a lot as someone who's at my age, who's been around gaming for as long as I've been around gaming. I'm 29 years old, been gaming since freaking Sega Genesis. In the N64, we're talking like the mid 90s. So I've been playing games since then, and I've seen all of this stuff before. I've seen even more recently when it came to like Mass Effect. When it comes down to it, a lot of people don't like change, and Saints Row is change. It's not they changed the visuals, because the visuals are basically exactly the same. They didn't change the combat, because there's actually a dev diary that shows how the game plays, and it plays just like Saints Row 4. So it's not really like any different when it comes to like the combat. People don't like change. What is that change in Saints Row? This new Saints Row reboot, new characters. People get attached to characters. They get attached to, you know, Johnny Gat. They got attached to Shandy. They got attached to all those characters in Saints Row, and now those characters aren't there anymore. There's these new characters you gotta learn to like, learn to you know, to bond with. And people don't like that. People don't like new. People don't want to bond with new characters. People don't want any of that shit. What they want is Johnny Gat. They want Shandy. They want all those original characters who they had in Saints Row freaking 3, Saints Row 2, Saints Row 4. Personally, I haven't liked Saints Row since Saints Row 2. Personally, Saints Row 2 is a great game. Personally, Saints Row 2 was better than GTA. Then it changed to be more comedic, more cartoonish, be more outlandish, purple dildos, and you're the president fighting aliens and shit. And it's like, it just got too out of hand when it came to Saints Row for me. I played all the Saints Row games. I played Saints Row 1, Saints Row 2, Saints Row 3, Saints Row 4. I played Re-elected. I didn't play Got Out of Hell. So even though I didn't like 3 and 4, I still played them because they were Saints Row games. I bonded and connected with all those characters and want to finish those stories out. However, I don't think those games were actually like good games. And that doesn't change the fact that people are overreacting to the Saints Row trailer. People are overreacting because they just want to complain. They see something new. They see that the visuals are more advanced than it used to be, so it has like a more air quote Fortnite look. They see that there's new characters and they don't have, you know, the Saints. That's also want to say they don't look like the Saints anymore. It's like, well, how does the Saints look? The Saints just wear purple, right? So if you throw purple on those people, you play that game and you get purple outfits. Well, now you're wearing purple. You get a little Saints logo, which is present. They look like the Saints. Or are you saying that they don't like the Saints? As in they don't look like the Saints that you know of. They don't look like Johnny Gat. They don't look like Shandy. So it's like right now, I'm pulling it right now. I'm looking at Saints Row 4 Re-elected. Looks just like that game that they just showed. I'm looking at the reboot pictures right now, and you can look at them too. It looks just the same. It looks just as outlandish. You got guys with freaking, you know, Daft Punk helmets on. They look the same. If there's any like actual difference that I would like say I noticed looking at the pictures right now is it looks like there's more modern versus like, say in Saints Row 3 and in Saints Row 4 you're wearing like a suit because, you know, you're the head of a gang. It's like in the picture for the Saints Row 4, so the Saints Row reboot, you don't look like you're head of a gang. You look like you're just a group of people. And maybe that's probably what the aim is. So as I wrap up this little rant, so we can get to Scarlet Nexus, I generally just want people to understand, like, you have to let things fucking come the fuck out first. You can't look at a trailer and be like, this is it. This is the game, and I'm mad. This doesn't look like what I'm. People just want to complain. People want to complain before they even see what it is they're going to complain about. People don't even know what it is they're complaining about yet. They just want to complain. And if you tell them, go look at those older games, they'll be like, they'll hate your excuse. Oh, I haven't played Saints Row since they first came out. I don't remember to replaying those games. I don't remember what Saints Row look like. And you tell them, like, just admit, if you're one of these people, and you see this portion of you see this rant, one of those people, I'm gonna ask you this: go look at those games. Go look at those games and try to mentally process what those games will look like in 2021 or 2022. And your brain will be like, oh shit, it will look just like that. It will look just like that. Who would have fucking thunk it? Who would have fucking thunk it? Like, just stop bitching about everything. Let things come out first. Like, let things come out. You know, like I another comparison to the situation would be like, which is also something I mentioned, was Titans. When Titans had its first trailer, everyone's like, oh, this looks like shit. This looks terrible. Beats Boy CGI looks garbage. He said, fuck Batman. Starfire looks like a prostitute. And those people all decided not to watch that show. Meanwhile, that show's fucking great. Like all those people who's like, I'm not gonna watch this show because that first trailer looked like shit. I have to move my strudel. That's that is right there. It's a toast strudel. That show's great. There's a lot of things. If you let the first trailer dictate whether or not something is or isn't good, there'll be a lot of failures out there. There'll be a lot of fucking failures. Anyways, let's play some video games. What you here for?